genuinely excited for this VOD review compared to the last time. Last time it was just the fucking Lucio throwing, so looking forward to it.
Now arriving at Enos. Ready for battle.
Kachan's on Mercy? What the fuck? Oh god, don't tell me that. So, running out. I like the comp if we need to, because they have a Pharah. Sunless swaps in the Kree. Keep Gaku on Pharah. With them, I'm going to be running pulled pork. The dive kind of has to be pretty close to picture perfect. Everyone's going to have to go in all at once. Laz, if you can. If they're sitting over here, nades right there. You probably know them. Over here, just bounce off the wall to splash down. But everyone has to go in at once if you're going to do that. Since they're only running a soldier and not a McCree, Gaku, you can play a little bit more aggressive, especially if you're going to get up in their face. So if they're all sitting over here and you're literally hovering like right here above them, that's perfectly fine. Sorry, I don't care. I was locked right now. Going to poke. I like the rotation right. That's good for them. Okay, make sure you go in that side room, not double back. You don't have a shield. You gotta play corners a lot better. Gekko, you can't play out in the open. Play around this tower, or you're gonna be playing up here. Bob up and down, or rotate around the tower a little bit more. Laz, they don't really have anything that's gonna dive you or push you, except maybe the Pharah. I'm fine with that position, but if you need to, over there is fine too. Okay, coming up with alt. Honestly, just sunless. Open it up with a stick and then a dive, maybe onto the Orisa if you can make it. Or if you want, sleep, pulse onto the hog. Tusk, you're going a little bit too slow on the dive. Either with at this moment, sunless. If you call who you're going for, and Tusk, you've played the game long enough to know. Just as soon as he calls where they're at, just jump in. It's kind of by muscle memory at that point. Chew, don't go too far. If you're gonna push him back, push back, and then double back to where you were. Don't just fly and use complete boosters to stay over there. Yeah, Les. Yeah, just get out. You're good. You're good. Okay, in a mirror like this, if you guys... Personally, I think that it's the better route. Instead of standing here waiting for a halt hook, it's much harder to hit a halt hook, especially if both of you are touching the back corners. You're never going to be able to hit a hook. If you guys are going to rotate, or do a rotation or set up on point, forget point, go for the first couple of picks, come through this way and get a halt hook. It's a lot easier. Chew will be able to hit it. Yeah, so see, like, who are you gonna hold up right there? Tusk, you need to get used to the pull change.
Justice, right?
Defense mode activated.
Okay, good. Chew, it takes 4 shots to break. Yeah, saw that coming. 4 shots to break shield, so if you're in downtime, destroy shields. Tusk, you're already half health. You use Fortify. You shouldn't have gone in here. You still have 8% left. You guys can touch when you need to. Just wait for... Give Chu a little bit more time to run back and... Yep. Got touch. Good res, but... Yeah, this match is kind of a wash. Okay, so, Laz, what I was saying, in the dive comp, either side is fine. Preferably where you were for a dive is good, since you can see all of this. When you're running in a... No, actually, never mind. I just forget what I said. I said it right first time. Okay, since you swapped the ball, you're just more or less looking for picks here. That's it. Not a bad spot, but you'll get caught out pretty easily. Or not caught out, but caught out as in you won't be able to heal anyone as well. Like I said, if nobody's diving you, honestly, over here is not that bad.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Nice. Damn, son, you won. Save your nano for basically either barrage or for to bail out Chu or Tusk. That's really all you should use it for. Good hook, Chu. You got to work on hooking and then turning so you can get him in the well. Probably would have been able to nail that. DPS kind of clutch that. Good shit, guys. You can mine right in front of the door, or front of the choke tusk. Nice. Tusk, when he pops visor, make sure you're in his face. I know at the time you couldn't, but just use your effort. Make sure we're calling who has touch, especially if you guys are down people.
Score 1-0. Ready for battle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Oh, I love torture. I love it. Ho ho!
The objective is now active.
Dude, seriously had to walk like within 5 feet to hit that? focus is kind of still all over the place. You guys are just letting him poke you down. Just back up, reset. Chew, start walking towards the edge. Don't build mech. They're gonna stagger you. Any good team will start. Don't even remech. Yep.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Ball's a better pick than the D.Va though. Good call. Okay. Honestly, at this point, I'd probably just say get off the dive. You guys, you can just see from the map that you guys aren't playing well together on dive specifically. Or make a swap off the Tracer and go for Sombra instead. You'll be able to farm EMP hella fast with the ball and the hog. Yeah. And then maybe swap over to, I mean, you can try Ryan Zarya, if not, yeah, I don't know, Ryan Zarya is fine, or Ryan D.Va.
Helden sterben nicht. Helden sterben nicht.
Soldier's not really the pick here. Good, Chew. Make sure you keep on him. Good stick. Is anyone gonna pause? Nice. Good minefield. Sick. Supports, you guys are playing a little bit too far back. You need to move up. Laz, yeah. But who are you really gonna see from here? Especially when you're dive on this map. This is your playground. Point a little bit less, just because it's easier to get to the quote-unquote high ground from point. Here you have up there, you have up here. That no non-mobile character of theirs is gonna get up there. So Hog's not gonna get up there. Soldier's not gonna get up there unless he helix jumps, and Tracer won't unless she goes out of her way to do that. You guys need to start backing up. Tuss. Yeah, I'm trying to Tuss, start backing up. Maddie, just be aware that if you haven't seen the Lucio use boop, then don't go for the res.
I've got you in my sights. Area denied.
Let him get progress. You guys need to slow it down a little bit here. Tuss can go back in for the touch. Chew, make sure you don't get mech. So, yep, slam. Big. Chew, make sure you're, even if you need to, sack mech just to stick on the soldier's ass when he pops visor. Yeah, like I said. You even said, oh, okay, you're doing 3 maps. Good.
Ready for battle.
I love it when teams do this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture the objective.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, I like this comp. This is good. With Lucio Moira, you guys have to be in their face the whole time. Brawl. Don't treat this as a... I mean, treat it as a dive, obviously, but more or less, you're looking to brawl here. Good hack. Good hack. That's fine, don't... Okay, alright.
The objective is now active.
Maddie, make sure you're saving speed for Laz to go in with him. Good hack. Good! See, you guys should have opened up with this. Mercy, Ana, you just have to play so much more, what's the word? Safe and conservative and make your dives quick and then get out. This, it's more, like I said, brawl. You can get in there, you can do your damage, and still be able to get out relatively healthy. Start making our way back. Toss, take high ground, cheer you too. Anyone that can really get up there. Yep. You could have stayed up there, Sunless. Perfectly fine. Sunless does, yeah, next time don't even worry about using that ult, just save it. I'll play mine in a second. Okay, so this next take should be almost easiest take you'll ever have. Geku, if you guys are gonna open up with EMP, make sure you at least are catching the Lucio or hacking him before you do it. Or forcing out beat before you EMP. I'd say try to open up with Cole first. So speed Cole, run something down, try to get a basic hack off on either the ball or the tank. But when it comes to... Sorry. When it comes to the EMP, just make sure you constantly watching out for the Lucio. Other than this, the next take should be easy. Maddie, if you're going to use beat, make sure you use it for visor. But he's not going to have it for a while. So if you need to, use it since they used it last night. The boop. So since we got the opening pick, don't even, if anything, if you're gonna use ults, because let's say they try to swing it back with beat, just use Cole and Primal if you need to. Open up with Cole, use Cole this fight, but after that, try not to use beat or EMP here. Well, I mean, you got the Lucio, so. I mean, either way, as long as you're using one ult to win the fight, that's fine. What a hook. I don't think Doom is very good right now, and Sunless, I don't know if you're insanely good on Doom or not, but you have to be insanely good in order to make it work. If you wanted to switch to a Tracer here or an Echo here, I know you play both of those, that would probably be better pick for this. I know you're going for more of a brawl style, but good hack on the ball. You just built half of your EMP. Like I said, if he stuck with this on ruins, he probably would have been able to win that out. You gonna touch? Yep. Okay. Okay, you guys are split. Beat. Nice. Good. 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 Good.
See you later.
Get down, hack. See, okay. It's very funny how quick a winnable map can turn just by the mistake that they made. So when they over-invested in ults, they used 5 ults, and you guys had only used 1, which was fucking Doom ult, which you can throw that away if needed. Just because they did that, they lost the whole round. They had to build all their ults back up again, but by the time they did, you guys had all of yours back. You had Beat, you had Cole, you had Primal, you had Bomb, right? So just don't make the mistake of over-ulting. Make sure you're communicating what ults you're going to use, and then execute those ults in that order. I really don't want to watch this. Fucking hate Anubis. That's weird. Okay, guess we're not watching Anubis. There we go.
Traveling to Mumbai. Ready for battle.
Also, if you guys are going to stick the dive on a Koth map, instead of running that Ana Mercy stuff, go ahead and stick with the Moira Lucio. Koth in general is more or less always a more brawly style of play compared to a map like Numbani, when you can take the time to set up engagements. When Koth, you're fighting for every percent, you know, and it's just easier to set up with a more brawly comp.
Ready for battle.
Oh, okay. I'll watch it after this one anyway. Sunless, if you wanted to, you can even swap the position of you and your turret. Keep the turret by Laz while you're over here, if you're not hitting your shots. But either way is fine. As long as you're sticking with him in order to protect him from a dive.
Defend objective A.
Yep. Nice. Good spot, too. Us back up, you're too far. Yep. Make sure we're shouting help our backline or something like that, just because not all the time our tank's gonna hear or realize that backline's getting doped. I mean, we get the res off, which is, it makes us fine, but just so we know. Good. Good. Tusk, I personally like sending up here, just because if they do come out this door, you get free zaps on anyone that comes through. You'll be able to farm Primal. So, I don't remember what map I talked to you about this with Tusk. I know I'm focused on Tusk a lot. Sorry, habit. But most points always have choke points, right? Mainly for this one, since with Winston you can't really cleave anyone here, up here, sorta. But mainly you're looking to cleave here and these doors. So if you sit up here, you can just walk over here. If they come down here, you'll drop here and you get to cleave. Sorry. Discord shotgun to the face. Rip. Toss, remember, don't focus tank, focus support. Or slow targets like the Genji.
Nerf this! Time to raise my APS! Suiting up!
Yep, we still win this fight. Laz, it's your frag. Just fragging. Alright. Good, you didn't use too many ults for that. They used what? Bomb and they just switched to Reaper, so. If you guys are gonna be aggressive like you are playing, Chew, this is mainly towards you. When he goes in and there is a Reaper, you gotta make sure you're keeping an eye on your Winston so he doesn't get two-shot. Alright, let's get this load.
Peace be upon you.
At least they're trying rotations. When they use Blade, make sure you're transing. What else they have? That's about it. They need to worry about. Sunless, try to save your ult more or less. Nice stick. Again, Tuss, make sure you get the full cleave before you do that. Imagine what a little protection does for this guy. Go top. Yep. Again, Tuss, make sure you're there.
60 seconds.
Sunless, once they push through, if you want to, use the Molten Core for this. Or if the D.Va dives you, as soon as the D.Va dives you, shoot it on backwards. Well, not really with the comp that they have. Never mind.
Helden sterben nicht.
Okay, so since we use trance without them using Blade, they do respond with beat. So Sunless, if you want to use Molten Core defensively, use it all around supports and around yourself for when he comes in, because he's not going to be able to do much for long. I'm not going to be surprised if he plops Blade right here just because of, or at the end of trance, just because Valk's going off.
Deine Hexe ist da!
Helden sterben nicht.
Nerf this! All systems checked out!
30 seconds.
Schutzengel ist da.
Nerf this!
Bomb wasn't needed. See, like that. This could come back and bite you. If they get out and they are able to touch, that might be able to be coming back to bite you. Yes, they only have Reaper ult, but you don't have anything.
10 seconds.
Good, Chew. Good. Nice. Yeah, just keep her away from the fight. Nice. Very good, very good.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
I like the Echo
Ready
pick.
for battle.
Yes, I'm fine with this. If you wanted to change something up, maybe swap either Echo or Pharah out for a hit scan. Or Tracer, or Sombra.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I got nothing to hide.
Dive targets for you guys is honestly just going to be to pressure out the soldier. That's basically who you can really dive here. If you're going to look for a cleaner dive where tanks are actually feeling like they can dive something, swap to a Sombra as soon as either the monkey or the ball comes in. Or even the Genji. Yep, ball should die here. Rip. We don't talk about that.
I got nothing to hide.
Stop chasing the ball. Going to outrun you anytime. Yikes. Might be winnable.
Moving up.
Nice direct. Yep, we're in the monkey.
Justice reigns from above.
Very nice. Very nice.
Helden sterben nicht.
Matrix activated.
That's clean. Good stuff.
Victory.
Well, yes, it is an easy clap, but you outcomp them in every way. Well, just by, yeah, actually every way, I'm not gonna lie. Genji's kind of sucks dick, Soldiers sucks dick, and they have double main support, so. Easy clap. Let's try that. There we go.
Now entering the temple of Anubis. Ready for battle.
I don't know why PJ's on Lucio, has been playing Lucio. Normally he plays DPS with Parsival. Maybe he was failing, I don't know.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Ready for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Routing power forward shield.
Okay, with how much damage they're running, it'll be super easy to farm Nano. I mean, look at 69% already on Nano. So, if you guys wanted to, you could play this first bit a little bit slow and almost feedy, kind of. So, Tusk, anytime you jump up here, make sure you take some damage, fall down here immediately. If you need to use bubble, use bubble. But that gives Laz a chance to build up Nano. He'll have it as quick as like 30 seconds. I mean, even quicker, you know. Maddie, be careful of sight lines. Better hit scans are going to be able to nail you. Nice. See? Front lamb. Still, keep on the mercy. Keep on the mercy.
Justice reigns from above.
Jesus.
This is going to hurt.
Very nice, very nice. They're gonna give that up. Okay, if you're gonna dive, make sure you're not jumping straight down the middle. Jump to the right where that door is, or jump from the left and come in. Good pick. That's rough.
Helden sterben nicht.
Primal.
This. Suiting up.
Run the Arresta, good.
Mounting power to forward shield.
Good focus.
Helden sterben
My
nicht.
APM. Deine Hexe ist da.
Soft reset, yep. Nah, I don't know about that primal. You're not gonna be able to do a whole hell of a lot against the ball when you're primaling. Still winnable if we don't die here.
Justice reigns from above.
Probably.
Helden sterben nicht.
And then... Boom. Oh.
Score. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Junkrat's kind of a ballsy play, but if you can make it work.
Attackers incoming.
Torb is also a great pick here for you. Echo.
Someone called the ambulance.
Bonjour.
Five, four, three.
Make sure we're playing in Laz's sightline, so anywhere bridge towards point, make sure we're playing around that. This is a point where if you're going to run dive, you want to aim for this kind of stretch, anything before the bridge or on top of there. Anything past that, yeah, it's not smart, unless you're chasing. Laz, you need to rotate. Okay, never mind, I'm not pushing you yet. Okay, Yeah, never mind. Okay, you guys need to play safe until that Widow's dead. Well, when Tusk is going in for something like the pick on the Widow, make sure you guys play a little bit safer. Concede high ground, you guys can always retake it. Damn. D-Mac Deaver and then Lever. Sunless. Yeah, just be careful. Like I said, don't play before the bridge. Focus monkey, he has no leap or bubble. Make sure
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
Tusk, you probably should have waited to go in. Don't just feed. Well, don't feed yourself onto point, but also if you wait until they get, like I said, if you wait till they get 2.5 ticks, go in, pop primal to make sure that you can stall at the point a little bit more. Everyone will be able to come back, so you guys can take it back. Or at very least, force them to use more ults, because they're coming in with a full 6. And you guys won't be able to recontest this.
Objective lost. New defense point. Objective B.
Geku, I'd probably swap off the Widow onto either, you've heard my spiel, Sombra, Tracer.
Routing power to forward shield.
Helden sterben nicht.
Fuck. Good idea to res that when the bomb was out. Primal. Nice. That res kind of saved it.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Switching? No, not switching. Okay. Doom's here. Doom's really good here as well, if you want to keep with it. Especially if you know diag punches and such.
Hello there.
The base.
Let's say that. Big bubble if you manage to get that on his beat.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Oh. See how easy it is to take back these fights when they're running something like this, Steel Mercy. Everyone focuses one thing, it's gonna die as soon as you dive on it, compared to you guys when you have a nade and fucking Mercy Beam attached to someone who's gonna instantly heal them up. Trying to sleep.
N'échappe à mon regard.
You take those trades. Yep. Don't get max than you in this though. Yeah, not needed. Not needed. Bubble. Slow this down a bit. Yeah, they're all over the place. Sunless, how the fuck did you get over there? Okay, Sunless is dead.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Sure, you need to group back up with Tusk. Sure, you're DMing him.
I'm coming for you all.
Yeah. Very nice. Like, that's not us. Still win this.
60 seconds remaining.
APM.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Good sleep, good DM.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
30 seconds.
Helden sterben nicht.
If anything, get him into overtime. Win it if you can.
We're leaving a wedding.
Tusk, if you wanted to use Primal, use it on the Widow just to deny her sightlines. Yeah, just aim for OT at this point. Good punch. Good eye on that, Geku.
Initiating. Ready for battle.
1 second, we win. Yep.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
I'm gonna keep running this style, man. It's weird. With what they're running, just wait for somebody to use a mobility cooldown and just fuck them. Slow it down here, you got time.
Get through this.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
Nice.
Helden sterben nicht.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Helden sterben nicht.
Jump, melee, leap. Be able to burst blue steel a little bit faster. Use Primal if you need to. Yep.
I've got nothing to hide. I've got nothing to hide.
Okay, you guys got Nano Blade, you win. They don't have beat yet. Make sure if you play your cards right, go in fast. Make sure you focus the Lucio first. There it is. Nice. Big bump. Yeah, we won that. Very nice, very nice.
Victory. Welcome to Rialto. Ready for battle. Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Okay, if they're not gonna run the dive, probably can swap off the torp.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Task either place your shield on cart or push it, throw it all the way forward on the corner. Before I forget, like honestly, you guys are playing this pretty well, and like I said, you're out-comping them almost every round, every time. So I don't have much to comment on. Like you guys just played the better comps here. Slow this down. Okay, you guys, yeah, with what they're running, you guys should be able to win the shield presser 10-1. I mean, they have no shields, but still. Pull, make sure we're following up with pulls. Every time you pull, you're hitting, well, you're running Babs in. Well, still, you're throwing a volley at the orb, you're throwing nades, you're throwing rock, everything. Push the hog. Yep, he's alone. He dies here. Bad shield. Make sure you push it up a little bit more. Good. Didn't need lamp.
Routing navigation systems to defense.
Okay, lead the fight with Amp Matrix, save Bongo. And lamp. Supercharger is a lot harder of an ult to build up compared to Amp. Make sure we're using that before we use Supercharger. I know you can build it up pretty fast, but compared to Amp, it's nothing.
Helden sterben nicht. Deal with it.
I am strong.
Recall your shield. There you go.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh, okay. There's gonna come a time when that's gonna happen, and it's not gonna be bueno. You have shields right there. You have an Amp Matrix that you can heal. Well, that Laz can heal through 10 times, or what is it? 5 times as much healing. Matrix wasn't needed. They don't have any follow up. They didn't use Dragon. You guys could have used it without it. Yeah, they're managed to stall this out. Flux is fine here. Yeah, let's clean up now. Okay, we push. You can at least get the Zarya. Yeah, like I said, Bongo does build fast, but Laz probably would have had his probably 2 times already over. Good, they switched. Back up when you do, place Supercharger around the corner. Close enough that you can at least be able to see it, so like right here. Good sights, by the way.
Cease your resistance.
Helden sterben nicht.
Don't. If you see them use bubble, don't rock.
Routing navigation system to defense.
Still win this. Unless, yeah, you were way too far. Sick. You know, talk about those. If you want to kind of buy some more space, Laz, if you want to pop Ant Matrix up here, that's fine. We should be able to get Flux by the time they actually commit. Yep. Burn the monkey, he's close to primal. He's got primal, he's gonna stall this out. Use Flux as soon as you get it. Nope, never mind.
Into the iris.
I've got nothing to hide.
It's fine, it's off reset. Group out. Oh.
I've got nothing to hide.
See, now what they're running, they got some good combos going. They can either Blade Grav or Grav Dragon or Nano Blade.
I've got nothing to hide.
Yeah, okay, so using transfer that was fine. Just make sure you're using Lamp for Grav.
Огонь по готовности.
Good Lamp. Winnable.
Helden sterben nicht.
Get the cat, hey.
Deine Hexe ist da.
Oh fuck. You're fucked. You're fucked.
I've got nothing to hide.
Try to go for a pull off, make sure they fall off, especially if you get the Zarya, that's an instant cap once you get that. Yeah, okay. Pause real quick. Give me 1 second.
Seconds remaining.
Rock.
Into the iris.
Cease your resistance.
Nice.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
I've got nothing to hide.
Flux, flux, flux. Good amp. Good amp. Very nice.
Helden sterben nicht.
Big burn bubbles. Nice. That's... Shoot it for me.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
60 seconds remaining.
Огонь по готовности!
Zarya needs to be priority here. She's too high charged. She can carry. Soft reset here. Everyone get out if you can.
30 seconds remaining.
Nice. Okay, regardless of what happens, that's the combos that you need to be hitting. Make sure you're pulling Amp Matrix and following up with that pull every time. EQO? Is that you? I'm kidding. It's not that good. Don't worry about it. Can't give you that much when you go. But good blade. Good cleanup. Sorry, that sounded a little bit harsher than it should have been.
3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
Okay. Only thing if you needed to swap out, probably the Torb for an Ashe. So, I'm gonna... Originally how escort maps were played was that you would play on chokes for the most part. You know, you want to play chokes because most of the maps that aren't Koth have like really hard chokes that you're gonna have, the enemy team's gonna have to move through. For them, that would be where you guys are standing now, right? For escort maps, it's kind of evolved throughout the years that close holding is better. If you... What your goal is for the cart, at minimum, you want to get at least 30 seconds off their clock by first holding here, because this also gives you another favorable hold back there. Not completely, but if you're all dying at once, then it gives you a good hold right there. But the point is, you're not looking to full hold right here, you're just looking to buy time. So that means die on cart. Anytime someone says that, you're stalling out the cart even longer. So... With the comp you're running, you have a perfect opportunity to hold this far up and actually hold them for a long time. If they start pushing out this way, you have Maywall to block, to cut them off and burn them down. And you're playing close to the wall, so all they can really do is peek you is from here. The limited angles compared to other chokes. That's why escort maps have switched to more of a style where you're close holding and buying as much time as you can off the clock.
4.
So that's just for future reference. Anytime you play escort maps, I can walk through it after this and show you the maps, but close holding is very good for this. For you two, make sure you guys are doing pull fire strikes.
Stop the payload.
With Orissa's new pull chains, you're going to have to work on that. It's a lot harder to hit. Shield up, yep. Okay, don't fight right here. This choke is a lot less favorable just because of high ground. They have more angles to shoot down on you than right here. If they come this way, long sight lines, you'll be able to see them. Here's not really good. All they have is up here or rotating around this way. This is kind of like the money spot if you can hold here. At that corner, it happens more times than not. You're just gonna get rolled through that eventually. Headshot. Start backing up. You guys are down 2. They have spawns. Maddie, you're way overextended here. Yep, keep backing, all the way. Don't, just leave it, because as soon as you get your people back, you can at least hold around here. If you stay here, you're going to have a staggered fight. The only fight you're going to get is on last. Good, you're backing. Keep going, keep going. Big nade, good lamp. Good pin. Big pin. Shooting's wall drop, shatter. Pull, and then shatter. Good. That's big. So anytime you're gonna use pull now, I think it would be a lot better. So like how originally pull was, you could just shoot it directly at somebody's body and follow it up because of how slow pull was. People could like complete 180 and see the pull and launch something by time pull actually reaches them. So if you start pulling above their heads, they'll be able to they'll go up, and as soon as they come down the trajectory, they can't move as much as if they get pulled in one spot and then walk, right? So if you pull up, it gives you enough time to have the follow through with any of the other cooldowns you're going to throw through with it. They have Nano Blade coming up, just make sure we use Trance for that. Even Blizzard, honestly, because you're not going to get much value out of Blizzard unless you catch the Zarya and the Ana, which normally shouldn't happen. The Zarya should have her self bubble, and Ana should be way out of the fight for you to be able to get that. So if you want to use Blizzard for when the Genji comes in and Blades, definitely use it for that. But where you're sitting right now, you're away from your team, and that's where you need to be, especially if they have a ball, Tracer, and Genji. Mei is a good deterrent against that. No, what? That's aggressive. Good job following through though, Tusk. What? Oh, he got bubbled. Never mind. See that point, or that play just lost you this point. Something to work on, but. With the comp you're running, you guys are supposed to be close-knit. Mei, you're freezing anyone around you. You're supposed to be playing with your Rhine, not, no offense, like that. Same with Torb, same with, Rhine, obviously. Maddie, try not to play with the team as much. Try to play either high ground up here, stairs, but if you guys are holding right here, definitely try to distance yourself, because if the ball comes rolling through, slams, plus a peppering from the Tracer and a slash through, you're dead. I wouldn't try to fight this yet, just back out. Get out. Keep backing, keep backing. No, Chase, back. Dumbass. Good try on the wall. Okay. They're probably gonna grab Nano Blade. Oh, good kill. I'm fine with the bongo. Okay, I'm fine with the bongo, but not how far back it is. Gecko, you overextended. If you're gonna use bongo, place it under the under this bridge around this corner, so you'll be able to push up and be aggro, and still get the effects of bongo. Yeah, because here the only people that are getting it are Zen and Bap, really. Too far. Too far. Short range pins. Yeah, you get out, but keep making plays like those, and it's gonna get ingrained in your brain to just YOLO it. Back. Good.
Огонь по готовности.
Nice. Good shatter. Big shatter. Yeah, this is fine. He probably could have saved it. Ball was already dead, but that's fine. Doesn't matter. Wall is one of your biggest cooldowns. Try not to waste it too much like that. Good pick.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. Helden sterben nicht.
Good layup. I'm sorry, did anyone else just see that? I'm not sure if that bounced off. Yeah, it's probably bounced off card. Oh boy.
60 seconds remaining.
We don't talk about those fire strikes. We don't talk about those fire strikes either.
30 seconds remaining.
Wieder mal zu Jung!
Good amp. Fine with that, keeps pressure on him. Good response with the primal from them. Good Blizzard.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, you guys just playing off from here. Good shatter. Very nice, very nice. You guys are definitely being more proactive with your ults for the most part. I mean, there's just smaller things here and there, but that's more individually. And things like what I was saying with the Orisa pool or stuff that constantly changes through Overwatch with the patches, you just got to be wary of it. And I mean, to a degree, that is part of my job to tell you with the like pull and mixed with Fire Strike, anything like that, pulling above, especially in like in a comp that which they were running, which was a Zarya Winston. They don't have many shields. If they put bubble, you just burned a cooldown for one of their biggest cooldowns. So I guess I don't really have a point with that. Make sure you guys are tightening up your dive for the most part, especially with the Honor Mercy. You guys need some more practice on that and focus fire. At times when things got really chaotic, you guys were kind of all over the place. Never heard you guys calm in game, but I mean that's due to I don't have you guys stream it. But when you are calming and you're running dive, make sure we tell the tanks that if there is somebody in the back line that when to ease up and play more defensively versus going in aggro. A couple times that happened, we had lost quite a few players because of it. You guys had just overall this scrim. You guys had better ult economy and outcomp them in every map except for Ilios. Other than like individual notes that I'm gonna send you guys, it was a good scrim. I don't know if they had fills or something, but you guys could definitely bump up for scrim partners and fare pretty well against them. Yeah, that's all I got for the most part. Okay, the one map that I will say that doing that close spawn hold just to buy the clock, I wouldn't say do that on Gibraltar, just because of how hard it is to actually be able to get that 30 seconds off. If you're running something, which you guys ran for Rialto, so something very shield heavy that will take quite a lot of poking to get rid of, then maybe you could do it, but I usually don't suggest it. Route 66 is a good one to do a close hold. Rialto is a good one. Junkertown, you can. It's not that bad. I can show you guys a strat that I used to run for Junkertown. Havana, definitely. And Dorado, not so much. That's just because if you're running dive on Dorado first, you're going to have those two buildings that you can kind of do a close hold with. When the Winston and Diva jump down to touch cart for a couple seconds, jump back up on top of the building, get healed up, and kind of rotate. But these maps, there's definitely quite a few maps where you can do that close hold, and your goal isn't to win the fight. Yeah, sure, that's the ultimate goal, but for the most part, if you guys are facing a good team and you're doing that, your goal is just to buy as much time off the clock as you can. You want to shoot for 30 seconds or more. If you hit that, it's a very successful. I don't really think I need to show you for where, but yeah, I think that's all I got though. So good game, guys. I will try to check out your guys' VOD on Sunday. So yeah, GG. Well, that's not it. Back the fuck up. There.